Owning a boat comes with a number of perks, like being able to say ahoy or land ho and not feel weird about it. So here's another perk. Geico's boat insurance offers access to the largest towing fleet on the water. And with specialist support from agents that are as passionate about boating as you are, there's so much value that you'll want to say, shiver me timbers, and not feel weird about that either. Get more with Geico.
Welcome to the law firm of Davis & Davis. We're not a real law firm.
Go ahead, grab a beer, a glass of wine, sit back and listen.
Welcome to the Davis & Davis Show, davisanddavisshow.com, and the davisanddavisshow.com for all your merchandising needs. Now let me introduce to you your hosts for the show, Scott and Burke Davis.
Hi, kids. This will be the nice Burke Davis and angry Scott Davis show tonight. Scott's having some issues with his computer. You all right over there, buddy?
Welcome to the Davis & Davis Show's marital dating and sex tips of the week. Rule 142. Remember, the snatch that you get is never free. It will cost you in many ways: money, time, money, and money. You're better off going to Papa G's at 121 and Harwood in Bedford, Texas, and at least getting a buzz that will last longer than your sexual escapade. This has been the Davis & Davis Show's marital dating and sex tips of the week.
Wise words.
It's time for the Davis & Davis Show Motivational Minute.
Don't be an asshole. Fuck your job. Do only what you are paid to do. When you have a bad day, give up. Go home. Eat whatever the fuck you want. Wash your ass every day. Give no fucks. Leave your bag of fucks at home. Fuck your work deadline. If you make it, you make it. Fuck it. Walk away from the bullshit in your life. Do whatever the fuck makes you happy. Just fucking chill.
This has been the Davis & Davis Show.
And now Scott Davis with the Gaza Strip update.
They're still fighting.
That was Scott Davis with the Gaza Strip update. This is Burke Davis with the Ukraine War Update.
They're still fighting.
That was Burke Davis with the Ukraine War Update.
What, no foreplay? No idle chit-chat?
Don Romano here with a new and revolutionary new device to improve your life. Ladies, have you ever been getting your guts rearranged while doing doggy style and worried about if your man was entranced or repelled by your balloon knot? Then, have you ever been getting your salad tossed and thought, I wonder if my chocolate starfish is visually appealing? Well, your worries are over. Introducing the Donco Butthole Bleacher System. The Donco Butthole Bleacher is an all-in-one cleaner, trimmer, and bleaching miracle. Setup is easy and quick. Just place the butthole bleacher on a towel, get on your hands and knees, and back that ass up. First, the high-quality water jets will blast your bunghole with over 35 psi of distilled water and patented ass wash fluid. Next, the quad-bladed keister shears go to work to make sure your backside is as smooth as a cue ball. Finally, a mixture of hydroquinone, arbutyne, kojic acid, mercury, and azelaic acid are used to tone down the skin tone of your rusty sheriff's badge. After 33 minutes, no more and no less, the Donco Butthole Bleacher will dry your fudge tunnel with a blast of precise 17 psi, 82-degree, HEPA-filtered, angel-kissed pure air. So the next time someone has to look at your leather Cheerio, they will say,
"Wow, your cornhole looks better than the chrome on a 67 Chevy."
If you order in the next 60 minutes, you'll get the Donco skin-colored knee pads for absolutely free. These thin yet heavily cushioned pads are stick-on and dishwasher safe. The Donco Butthole Bleacher. A great investment or gift to make your fudge tunnel the talk of the town.
Available for 7 easy payments of $69.95. Send check or money order to P.O. Box 33321, Little Chute, Wisconsin 54140.
It's time for Burke's Spoken Word.
Your first kiss was a sweet kiss. Second kiss had a twist. Third and your fourth kiss, I do not want to miss. I can see it in your walk. Tell 'em when you talk. See it in everything you do, even your thoughts. You've got the right stuff, baby. Love the way that you turn me on. You've got the right stuff, baby. You're the reason why I sing this song. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to Burke's Spoken Word.
That was a record 8 minutes that I didn't talk.
That might be a record in your life. I had to throw in the oh-ohs for you at the end just to you.
Oh.
Oh, 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 oh.
What you drinking?
Actually, I had earlier. I had a glass of Basil Hayden Subtle Smoke. Actually, delightful little bourbon. Only 80 proof. A little sweet on the end, a little cut, but like there was this weird have you ever had a bourbon smoked? Like have somebody burn like wood over your bourbon and smoke it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but in bottle form. It was subtle. It was like you're drinking bourbon around a fire. It was nice. Now I'm just on to like vodka in a mixer. Basic.
I am doing Veil vodka.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
But it's coconut flavored, and I have mixed it with Sprite and pineapple juice.
Oh, that sounds like a dangerous combination.
Gonna be a good night.
And what are you doing later tonight, Scott?
My NFL draft. I'm gonna be so freaking shit-faced during it. I'm probably gonna draft Bernie Kosar.
Is the fridge still available?
Otto Graham's still playing, right? Dale.
I actually have a story that is sports related. You probably know this, but I just found it kind of interesting. So there is a catcher named Danny Jansen. Major League Baseball is set to make history as the first player to play both teams in the same Major League Baseball game. 29-year-old was batting for the Toronto Blue Jays on 26 June when their game against the Boston Red Sox was suspended because of rain. He was then traded to the Red Sox and will return to play when they resume that very same game.
I think that's awesome.
That just, yeah. Even I was impressed with that one. So
that was awesome. I did have something. My computer totally took a shit, ladies and gentlemen. I do apologize for that.
There was much MFing and swearing, and apparently the butthole trimmer system got him back in the mood.
Nothing's going to get me back in the mood. I was supposed to go out Sunday night with a friend of mine, and Jordan, who's been on the show many a times, was he actually left, I think it was yesterday, for the Hans Zimmer tour that he's on.
Oh, wow.
So it was his last day, and I went to Papa G's.
Like one does.
And waited for my friend until 10:30, who never showed up, and missed Jordan's fucking going away party.
You mean he missed his own going away party?
No, I missed his.
What, it was somewhere else?
I was going out with somebody else.
Oh, and you ended up at Papa G's.
Papa G's was where I was supposed to meet them. They never showed up. Ghosted in texts. And 10 o'clock came around. Kayla and I got really shit-faced off of shots. I think I spent $170. Yeah. But
oopsies.
On the lighter side of things, came into a little bit of cash. So I'm not going to be totally broke when I go to Put-in-Bay.
Sweet.
I should receive it tomorrow. I am proceeding to pay the $1,000 for the room. Have that done.
Cool.
So that when you and I get up there, the money that you would have spent on the room will now go into my belly. Minus the
$250 for the paid sponsorship fees.
Don't say that. Oh, you think that's bad? Next year, I'm planning on sponsoring a little bit more for the right to make T-shirts with the Put-in-Bay logo on the back, and then the Davis and Davis show on the front breast.
Speaking of shirts,
no,
I know you said polo.
No. Did you see all the colors she has in that?
So do you want a white polo then that'll show off everything?
That's the only way that you're going to see it.
I think I'm going to go gray and maybe have her do the dark stuff in white. I don't know.
I mean,
she can do any thread color you want.
I'd rather have purple and have it
all white,
all in white.
Okay, then be purple. And what size?
Well, if the polo runs large, then it's an extra large. If they run small, then it's a 2XL. Don't know how to fix that for you, but it's kind of like Bad Birdie shirts, golf shirts,
Yeah.
I wear a 2XL. FootJoy, I wear an XL. I don't know how to.
I'll get you a 2XL to be on the safe side. You're definitely fit into it, so.
I just don't want to look like I'm fucking floating in it.
I can always make another one.
Just make two. I'll pay for one. Fucking A, man. If the XL fits, great. I'll be happy. It'll be a fabulous thing. And I have another shirt to grow into when I start eating all of the fucking lobster bisque.
I will take $250 worth of lobster bisque. I want it all. I don't want it now.
Instead of a bread bowl, could you put it in a 5-gallon bucket?
Could you take some lobster meat and turn that into a bowl and then put the lobster bisque in the
All right. I got some things in the works, man. The coasters that are used at bars, the paper, like
cardboardish things?
Yeah. Papa G's is going to have Davis and Davis show.
Oh,
coasters.
Nice.
I thought about bringing like 500 of them up and seeing if Real Bar would use them during the what you call it. Although
the off season.
Yeah. No, during the race weekend only.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, why
Free
not?
coasters.
Free.
One less expense for you.
And it's only 500 of them, so there you go. I had to buy 5,000 for Papa Cheese. The ones that I haven't made for Papa Cheese though are real nice because on the one side it says Papa Cheese, on the other side it's got the Davis and Davis show logo with the website. Which
should have done a QR code, man.
I have a QR code for us, but why?
Could have put it on the coaster.
Yeah, I could.
Anyway, sad bit of news. You ever watch Vin Wiki on YouTube?
No.
No? You ever heard of a guy called Rob the Rabbit Pitts? He was a star of Tex-Mex Motors.
Sure.
He passed away on Sunday at age 45.
Dude, that sucks.
Yeah, he had stomach cancer, unfortunately. If you get a chance to watch Vin Wiki on YouTube, it's some great car stories. Like the one taller dude talks about he used to own a high-end used car, resale or whatever, and Rabbit would come on and talk about, I was going down through the hills of Georgia and I had this, 67 Camaro, and he had some great stories. He will be sorely missed.
I am very disappointed in our analytics right now. We had some really good analytics for a while. And then I forgot to
post new stuff.
Yeah.
Well,
it's always such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, dude, I can't even imagine.
Where's my library history? I can bring this up now.
So what do you call Winnie the Pooh's?
Hold on. I'm in the middle of taking care of something.
Game show host Peter Marshall died August 15th, 2024 in Los Angeles. He died of kidney failure at the age of 98. He was the longtime host of Hollywood Squares, presenting over 5,000 episodes of the star-studded and frequently hilarious game show. Marshall is also being remembered for his earlier career in musical theater, singing and acting in several stage productions, including on London's West End. Singer Jack Russell died August 7, 2024, following a fight with Lewy body dementia at the age of 63. He was a founding member and frontman of the hard rock band Great White, who had a top 10 hit with their cover of Once Bitten, Twice Shy in 1989. Russell is being remembered by fans and fellow musicians for his unique voice and continuing to tour and perform up until the last month of his life. Talk show host Phil Donahue died August 18, 2024, in New York City. He died following a long illness at the age of 88. He was a television journalist whose award-winning talk show, Donahue, aired for 29 seasons from 1967 to 1996. His show became the template for the countless daytime talk shows that followed. Donahue is also being remembered for his marriage to actress Marlo Thomas and the sparks that flew when he first interviewed her on his show in 1977.
I am trying my damnedest to remember the female reporter, anchor, star from Cleveland, the bright red hair. I mean, she was extremely well known.
The tall one?
No. She was short. She was on the morning show. Barbara.
Not Barbara Walters. That's
she used to interview presidents and shit.
Yeah, it would be Barbara Walters also.
It's not.
I'm not helping, I know.
Walters. Not Robin Swoboda.
Gauthier? No.
Dorothy Fulltime.
Yeah, Dorothy and Barbara, totally the same name.
Dorothy Fulltime was actually one of the first ones to interview Phil Donahue. Got his career started. So when I heard that
Phil passed away.
Phil passed away, I was like, oh, that reminds me of Dorothy Fulltime. Dorothy Fulltime.
Dorothy was a trip. She was cool.
She used to do the morning show, and she did that the 1 o'clock club. Or was it one? Yeah, it was the 1 o'clock club, which was in syndication and became more popular than the Mike Douglas show.
And wasn't it Phil Donahue who was in The Man with No Brain? Is that the oh god, now I gotta look that up on IMDb. Like he turned out to be the serial killer or something.
Was it Phil Donahue or
I'm
Jerry
looking it up.
Springer?
No.
I
think it might have been Michael Douglas now that I'm thinking about it. Man with Two Brains. That's it.
Who's the Boss? Body of War. I don't see that movie on his credits.
All Reiner. Okay, where's the all button? Damn it.
Well, I'm looking at Phil Donahue's credits, and he's only been in 8 movies as an actor. Watching The Detectives, Frasier, Ellen, Who's the Boss, The Bold and the Beautiful, Blossom, L.A. Law, and Danny Thomas, Young and Foolish. So I don't think it was him, but it could have been Michael Douglas, who did a lot of movies, I thought.
All cast and crew. There. Took me forever to find that. There were a lot of damn people in this movie. Merv Griffin. Sorry. Samsonite. I was way off.
You failed. I've been having some issues lately.
Yeah.
No, my
You mean you've had new issues lately?
Yeah, my right hand has started to shake.
Great if you're a tambourine player, but not if you're a jewel thief.
Well, needless to say, I've set up a doctor's appointment. My doctor wants to test me for Parkinson's.
Damn.
I don't know what's going on, but I can't stop my hands from shaking. And it's really, really bad when you're touching the mouse because that motherfucker going.
The girlfriend's all in. The mouse, not so much. Make a mean martini, don't you?
Girlfriend's excited about it. So yeah, I told you about my escapades on Sunday.
Yep.
I ended up hanging out with Kayla and Tiara once again, which every time I do that, the amount of shots that are on my tab is just insane. But we were having this discussion. Hang on. I learned my lesson about that motherfucker. So we were having a discussion. I cook. You may not know I cook. I cook a lot. I'm a good cook.
I'm okay.
I'm actually a great cook. So we were sitting there talking, and I think it was Kayla, maybe it was Tiara, brought up, marinara sauce or something. And I turned and looked at them and went, "No, man, vodka sauce. That is the ultimate."
Good.
And freaking Kayla looks at me and goes, "Oh my God, I love vodka sauce. Oh my God." We talked about vodka sauce for half an hour. The only reason there is vodka in my house right now is because I made 4 fucking jars of vodka sauce. Just sat yesterday.
Stir them tomatoes. Stir them maters. Stir them maters.
Pour that cream in. That vodka's catching fire. Pour that cream
Oh,
in.
God, yeah.
Oh my God, I love vodka sauce. I think the only thing that I would like just as much. Well, I love Alfredo sauce.
Yeah. I'm a big pesto fan.
Pesto's good. It all depends on the type of pesto that you're making.
I just watched somebody make a lemon pesto the other day, and it really intrigued me.
It sounds good.
Yeah,
That sounds like something that I would want to add to like fish or even chicken. Grilled chicken with lemon pesto on the top. Oh my God, I've got a boner.
I just turned Scott on. Culinary Woody.
Do you mind if I use a loo?
Nothing like a bit of girl on girl.
All right. So not right. Ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a short show. It's going to be a very short show.
Yep.
I have edited 4 shows in the past 2 days.
Whew. I saw one came out today. Kudos.
One came out yesterday, actually. I was like, I'm a little bit late. So I'm just going to fucking, okay.
Bob will be happy. Bob actually sent me an email saying, hey, I'm all caught up on your shows. I'm like, what do you mean all caught up?
How could you be caught up? There's 270 shows.
Well, apparently he just sits in his cubicle typing out, listening to our show all day.
Damn.
Oh, shit. Our number one fan.
We're going to have another Bob Kanza night.
Oh, yeah. He deserves it.
All right, hang on.
It's blade and bow time, gentlemen and ladies. Oh, he took a respectable, nice shot this time.
Oh, God, that day that I chugged it.
Yeah, that was bad. He did like 4 shots in one pull.
Whoa. What is blade and bow?
I think it's 90, isn't it? 90 proof?
Might be. Let's see here. Louisville, 49.5. Yeah, 90 proof.
Yeah.
91 proof. Ooh. Tasty. What the fuck?
What are we looking at, Scotty?
Motherfucker. Lightning just struck 14 miles from me. I didn't think it was supposed to rain tonight.
There's a big storm blowing over Lake Erie right now, too. I got a bunch of stuff on my phone about it. Actually,
shit.
we might catch the tail end of that. Oh, yeah. No, it's coming straight down on top of us. So about 2 hours from now, it should be getting some rain, which is fine. We haven't had any for a little bit. Yeah, we're back up in the 90s all of a sudden. We were like in the 60s the other day. Today was like 92. Like, yeah, back to Ohio weather. Don't like the weather. Wait 5 minutes.
Just bounce off shit. Oh. So, Put-in-Bay.
So close.
I get to Cleveland on the 15th.
Yes, you do.
I might have to send you my flight information because you have to pick me up.
Yes, I do. Unless you can shuttle from there to the hotel.
Fuck you. Because you and I are going to get fish the minute I get off that plane.
Fish first, then hotel.
Let me bring my
itinerary.
2:25 in the afternoon. And then
3:30 we'll be eating fish.
Yes. I have to be at the airport Sunday by, I think, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. 3 o'clock. It's a 4:30 flight. But I'm first class, so I can show up late.
Yeah.
And the hotel's going to be totally paid. Dude, do you know what that means? We might actually be able to afford some drinkage.
More than one bowl of bisque, maybe. So are we going to try and hit places that we have not hit before?
What haven't we hit?
Oh, there's a couple places, man. There's a couple places we haven't eaten yet.
I do. There is some exploring that I would like for us to do. I heard through the grapevine of a different business venture that's not as expensive as the Beer Barrel Saloon. That
Aren't they opening up another winery over there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's behind the yacht club, I think.
I think so. I have my lottery ticket, though, if that pays off. I do believe the owner of the Beer Barrel Saloon is also the owner of the Commodore Hotel.
They're right next to each other. That's a very good possibility. Although he's got that little hotel attached to the, doesn't he?
No,
I don't know.
There's no hotel attached to it. The Beer Barrel Saloon butts right up against the Commodore Hotel. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my God. I think I've got to take a shit.
Yeah, it might be my...
All right,
fate
ladies.
Also.
I have good news and I've got bad news for you. We've got to take a break. Which our timer's sitting here saying it's almost time anyways.
I couldn't hear that in the last podcast. I was kind of
I know. I was kind of disappointed on that. I don't know why it
didn't pop through. Yeah, well.
Show timer to all.
Oh, well.
Time's up. Set.
We do our little dance every time the timer goes off.
Yeah, I don't know why we didn't hear it. I'm depressed. Show timer to all. I can turn that on. Anyways, I don't really give a shit. I've got to go.
So faithless, lost under the surface.
Pretty angry music you got there, buddy.
Somebody will figure it out. If there's anything in life that you need when you're pissed off at somebody from the opposite sex, it's Linkin Park.
Alrighty then.
Just play that album over and over and over again. Cleveland is losing again to Kansas City. I'm really getting upset with my team. I understand we're getting late in the season and all that shit.
Don't be dying. He's got the cough button on. He's now dying. Oh my goodness. You're right there.
18 days.
18 days, 13 hours.
18 days until 19 hours and 9 minutes until
the Put-in-Bay.
The Put-in-Bay trip. I totally get this now.
What?
One of my bosses came up to me. I had said something on the podcast. Oh, God. Like, I don't know, maybe 5 weeks ago. I mentioned that my my vacation time hadn't been approved yet. And one of the 3 bosses that I have pulled me aside the other day. He was like, I don't want you being upset. I don't want you, we just didn't approve it yet because once we approve it, it leaves the list. And I'm trying to keep the list so that we can make sure that we maintain it's approved. It's just, and when he was explaining that to me, I was sitting there going, I've never said anything to you. I mean, I'm not worried. I do this trip every year.
It's not like I'm asking for your approval. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna be here.
It's either I go and come back and still have a job, or I go and come back and I
look for another job.
Open up one of my retirement accounts.
Either way, I don't care.
Yeah. Oh wait, I should be able to go into my draft now.
No, I have an hour.
I'm in my draft.
Oh,
I'm in my draft.
Why are we doing a show if you're going to be doing this?
The draft isn't for another hour, man.
Oh, okay.
I'm just in the draft. I'm in the draft, man. Oh, look at that. Who all's in here? I'm the only one.
So it just feels good to be part of a group. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, wait, Kyle's in. Oh, Kyle's in. Jack's in. Josh is in, I mean. Chief Queef is not in yet.
That might be a Ronco product coming up. You never know.
Chief Queef's been on our podcast before.
Oh, okay.
I'm not going to explain who Chief Queef is. Anyone from where I work knows who Chief Queef is. But yeah, Chief Queef's. Oh, he's not on there yet.
Okay.
Poor guy.
So, did you have any of those funny stories that you said that we should come up with 3 of them every week or not?
Oh, remember me saying that I had all this shit set up before my computer crashed?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. That I copy mine to the drive, so it's there. So, all right. Would you like me to do my 2 stories? Just
you're kind of a professional then.
I'm a lazy professional.
Go ahead.
All right, August 20th. A postcard arrived at its intended destination in Wales 121 years after the date on its postmark. The Swansea Building Society said on social media that the postcard arrived at its Craddock Street, Swansea address with the rest of the mail on Friday. It was addressed to a Lydia Davis, who employees theorize may have lived at the address back when it was a house rather than a bank. The address is correct. We are still 11 and 12 Craddock Street, but it's 121 years later than expected. It's a little wild. It's a little spooky. The stamp itself on the postcard is King Edward. So he was king from 1901 to 1910. And you could tell straight away from the handwriting and the way that it speaks, dearest, I could not. It was very much of the time period there. Darby said much of the postcard is unreadable now, but the postmark appears to bear the date August 3, 1903. It's not clear why the late arrival. It's very likely the postcard was put back into our system rather than being lost in the post for over a century. And when an item is in our system, we are under obligation to deliver it to the correct address. So it was stuck behind a machine for 100 years, and someone, hey, we should deliver this. Okay, good job. Their postal system sounds like it's about as good as ours.
Oh my God. How fabulous is that? Still no Chief Queef. Go on.
Story from West Virginia and traffic jam. Want to hazard a guess as to the cause?
No. Wait, it was West Virginia?
Yeah.
Taxes was feeling so stuck. Sitting in traffic, squeezing into a parking spot, all to squeeze in getting tax help during your lunch break. Now Taxes is a TurboTax expert who does your taxes for you, while you go about your day getting real-time notifications about their progress and the most money back guaranteed. Now this is Taxes. Intuit TurboTax. Get an expert now on TurboTax.com. Only available with TurboTax Live Full Service. Real-time updates only in iOS mobile apps. See guarantee details at TurboTax.com/guarantees.
Don't say it.
Go ahead, man.
No, I can't say it.
You won't get this one, so don't worry about it. Drivers on the way to work in West Virginia ended up delayed by an unusual traffic hazard. A kangaroo was on the loose. No man's snap photos of the kangaroo that slowed traffic on Mud Fork Road in Verdunville, Logan County during his Friday commute. I was driving to work. We have 5 cars in front of us. Sorry. The 5 cars in front of us that stopped in the middle of the road. Man told WVVA-TV. I was trying to look around to see what the holdup was. When I was able to get in view, I saw a kangaroo hopping up the road. He posted these to Facebook so that I would guess his boss would be like, right, you was late because of kangaroo? Right. He contacted a friend who was able to speak to the owners who have owned the kangaroo pet since it was a baby. It was then safely returned to its home. Beth Southern, communication directors for West Virginia Department of Agriculture, said that kangaroos are legal to keep as pets in the state of West Virginia.
You gotta be.
Can you imagine, without pictures, can you imagine trying to explain that one to your boss?
Oh my God.
Forgive me. Shut up my nose and it's all draining. It's yucky.
It's all good. It's all good.
It's gross.
Do you ever read The Onion?
I love The Onion. Oh my God.
Newark, New Jersey, marveling at the manifold natural wonders on display inside such a small, self-contained ecosystem, a panel of scientists described feeling awestruck Tuesday by the biodiversity within a single Italian sub sandwich. There's just an incredible variety of species thriving inside this surprisingly hospitable habitat of the sandwich.
Oh, you got moisture in there. You got vinegar. Oh, yeah, I can imagine, man.
Among the varieties of flora alone, we can see lettuce, tomato, onion, hot peppers, oregano, said Professor Charles Boutwell of Rutgers University. I love
Rutgers.
This.
Gotta love them.
God. There you go. These thin sliced salami, which usually has it's breathtaking. And that's before you even start getting into all the Listeria, E. coli, and parasitic roundworms. Okay.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I love the onion. This is my normal morning routine, is go to the onion and see what the hell they are bitching about today.
As an ally to the Black community, I believe in doing the right thing. Always. As allies, it isn't enough to just be passively accepting. We have to stand up against racism in all its ugly forms. Which is why I, as an anti-racist ally, refuse to say absolutely any word that starts with the letter N. I'll admit it, growing up, I used to say words that start with N all the time. N-I-C-E, N-E-C-K, N-O. But I was ignorant. I was racist. And I'm sorry. Today, I know better. I'm educated. I know what it means to be a true anti-racist ally to the Black community, and that means refusing to ever say any word that starts with N. I believe anyone who claims to be an ally to Black people but then continues to use words that start with N isn't a true ally at all. I mean, you might be asking, did a Black person tell me to do this? Because the Black community shouldn't have to tell us to stop saying words like N-A-K-E-D. That's on us. Maybe, like me, you were raised to think it was okay to say words that start with N. Well, it's time to unlearn.
I love the onion.
Walking through San Francisco on an average day, you see them everywhere, lying on the streets, on the sidewalks, and people just step right over them, like they're not even there, like they don't even exist. Privileged people call them eyesores, and it breaks my heart because they're not eyesores. They're scooters, and no scooter should have to be left out on the ground.
Poor little guys. That first one reminded me, it was
I told you, you're not welcome.
Like, it was something about name a word that has N-I-G-E and ends in a hard R. It's ginger. Come on, you racist fuck.
I told you, you're not welcome here. You're not welcome anywhere. Now get the fuck out of my bar.
Just give me one more drink and then I'll leave.
Hi, Peanut. This is Peter Rosenthal, head film critic for The Onion. Today, I'll be looking at Deadpool and Wolverine, the latest action-packed entry in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and the only movie that I can connect with my nephew over. Say hi to the audience, Miles. No? You just want to sit there in the background and play your Switch? Okay, cool, no worries. Picking up 6 years after the events of Deadpool 2, Wolverine and Deadpool features Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman joining forces as an odd couple on a mission to save the universe from sure destruction. Sort of like how Miles and I have been spending a bunch of time together while my sister attends her divorce mediation sessions. We've had a great few days, haven't we, Miles? Miles? What you playing there, buddy? Pokemon? Yeah, you want to do the next part of the review, pal? Maybe give your thoughts on the movie? Could you at least turn the volume off while we're filming? Kind of messes with the audio.
I love the Onion. Hey, the only reason I played that is because next week we are doing a film review of Deadpool and Wolverine.
Because I've seen it twice, and you've seen it
once now.
Fair enough.
Only need to see it once.
Dude, I will so buy that movie. I still know there are dozens of references I have missed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the internet has clued me in on a bunch of them, but I just the second time I saw it, I did get some dialogue that was like, "Oh shit, is that what he said?" Holy fuck, that was awesome.
The list that I've been compiling.
Oh, so you're getting a head start on this. Okay, great, thanks.
The list that I've been compiling of shit that happened or has happened or whatever. I didn't even realize half of it happened in the movie. You don't catch it.
Oh, it's insane. The amount of thought into just the writing of including stuff is insane.
And it wasn't as woke as I thought it was going to be.
Really? You thought that movie was going to be woke? Really?
Well, shit. Look at what the fuck they're doing to Snow White.
Oh, God. Have you seen the abomination of the fucking CGIs they're doing for that movie?
Buddy.
Thank God. They did cancel The Acolyte. Thank God.
I'm like sitting back going, Bob Iger not going to have a job soon, is he? I think Bob Iger going to get fired before Kathleen Kennedy.
I thought they got rid of her already. Or is she still in there?
No, she's still there.
Yeah.
She's still there.
I think they stepped her down a notch or two of what she can and can't do.
She has no power anymore. They took her power away. So I don't know what to say about that, but
yay.
I don't know. It's kind of like that mayor in Dalton, Illinois. Have you been following up on this shit?
No, not a clue. What are you talking about?
Mayor Tiffany A. Henyard is the mayor of Dalton, but she's also the administrator for Thornton Township, which Dalton is in.
That's Dalton with an O, by the way. That's Dolton. It ain't Dalton like here in Ohio. It's Dalton.
Let's just say there's been some shady shit.
Illinois Department of Human Rights investigation. What could that be about? Spending? Why is that on this list? Appointment and hiring actions. What is all this stuff?
Look up the FBI investigation.
Recall attempt. What? They don't like her? What do you say? But she's a woman of color. How could you not like her?
I literally spend hours and hours on YouTube watching all the fucking videos. It's to the point now. Okay, so she had a deputy chief of police that the board of trustees fired.
Okay.
She rehired him as the chief of police. So it's not the same job. Meanwhile, he's under federal indictment and not allowed to carry a gun.
Oh my.
Dude, you can't write this shit.
Like the Onion's wet dream of stories. Good God.
And I'm like seeing her going, if they didn't like her, why didn't they get rid of her? Or why don't they impeach her? For some reason,
it is Illinois we're talking about here, after all.
This village of Dalton, the trustees don't have any power to get rid of this chick. I'm like seeing her going, dude, I'm telling you, sit down one night with a bottle of vodka and some Sprite. You can watch for fucking 6 hours and go, how? When Runway Theater wanted to get rid of me, they found a quick and easy way to do it. And all I could do was sit in the audience during the board meeting and go, well, there you go.
Oh, God.
They got my ass out.
Oh, shit. I got rid of something. Where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Oh, you're still looking up Tiffany A. Henyard?
No, I'm writing it down so I don't forget Hanyard. Look up Tiffany Hanyard. Okay,
Super
gotcha.
Mayor. She calls herself the Super Mayor.
Who is that mayor of DC?
I don't know.
Dude, you got busted for crack and whores and. Is she on par with this guy?
Okay, so a reporter went up to her one time when all this shit was starting. And he was like,
Marion Barry. That's the dude. Remember Marion Barry?
Marion Barry.
Yeah.
Anyways, this reporter goes up to her and goes, so there's some discrepancies in credit card, credit cards being used for stuff. And she says, I have nothing to do with the credit cards. He goes, well, didn't you take a trip to Las Vegas? That was on those credit cards. And she started to say no. And then shut up. And he asked the question again, and she goes, no comment. I'm like, bitch, you're done. They're going to throw your number one cop in jail? You got nobody left to protect you. Oh my God. I'm having way too much fun with it. No, I've had enough shit happen to me in my life. I've been screwed over by enough people to where I became like a really good businessman towards the end because I didn't trust anyone.
That's a really great way to be. Yeah.
I mean, it's just, that's the smart way. Even
that's the business practice to have. Yes. Yeah.
Even to this day, there may be things happening in my life and all that. Not one person around me knows what's going on. Burke knows. Burke and I aren't in business together. Burke's not in the same field as me. If you're in the same business that I'm in,
you don't know
first
Jack.
off, don't believe a word I say, because I will misdirect every fucking bit of it. Because I don't trust any of you. I have been screwed by too many people that were close to me.
No lube, no kisses, no dinner. Fuck you, fuck you. Wait, you have a...
Y'all think we're friends? And we work together?
Think again.
I don't have any friends at work.
You have coworkers. And that's the way it should be.
I've lost millions of dollars by trusting people. I don't trust anyone anymore. You could be my boss and I'm not going to trust you.
Oh, they're the last people to trust. What are you talking about?
I've lied to employees right before I fired them. Do you guys think I trust you?
Apparently, Scott has found his soapbox tonight. You're still angry. You're just angry tonight.
I'm just angry.
You're angry, Scott.
I'm an angry guy, man. Wake up on the right side of the bed and proceed to throw my legs over, let my balls hit the floor, and drag them into the shower.
And then a leg cramp makes you fall down and hit your head on the toilet. Yeah, great day.
Got the cleanest knees in Cleveland.
All right, stupid joke.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you call Winnie the Pooh's grandmother?
I don't know.
Punani.
Is that racist?
Think you was slightly. I guess if you're a bear, it is. All right. Last one. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Cargo.
Fargo who?
No. Owl go who. Car go beep.
Oh. I thought you said Fargo. It didn't make
No.
sense to me.
Argo. Dumbass, hit the button.
I don't know.
Greatest soundbite capture ever. Oh shit.
So next week.
Movie review.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Hell yeah.
Hey, I want you to look something up.
Okay. What am I looking up?
One of my friends called me the other day and asked me about a boat. Asked me if it was going to be a good boat or whatever. And I was like, I don't know. I've never seen one. Look up a Squadron 58.
Squadron 58. That sounds like a big boat.
58 feet.
Yeah, and like 58 feet in the air to boot. Jesus Christ. It's got like a boat on top of the boat. What the hell? That looks like a James Bond boat. Like the top part would jettison off and be like a speedster boat. What the hell?
But here was...
I mean, that's got to be a $500,000 boat. What the hell?
He's talking about $2.5 million.
Ugh.
But look at the transom on that boat.
Oh, dude, is that one of those that folds up and then folds down? Those are so nice. Those are so nice.
So when you pull into a marina, you can pull that bitch in and you're only 57 feet long. When you're out in the ocean or out in the middle of Lake Erie, whatever, you put that swim platform out, your boat's 60 feet long.
Nice.
He had me look at it and I was like, well, fuck yeah.
So you go down, you got a seating. Oh no, that's the up area. You can walk up the stairs. There's seating to the left. There's 2 captain's chairs. There's seating to the left of that. Main deck. You get the big couch in the back. Get the galley right there. Looks like you walk down. Main deck. Okay. Lower deck 3. Holy shit. There's 3 cabins.
3 cabins.
There's 2. That's a king size bed. The V berth is a queen, but it's like angled a touch. And then there's 2 singles, 2 heads.
They're not just singles though, because they will slide together and make a double.
Oh wow. Okay. Lower deck. Well, no. Lower deck with optional. What? There's a deck by the transom? Holy shit.
But there's a
crew deck.
It's
Holy
a crew cabin.
Shit. Yeah, it's definitely a multi-million-dollar boat. Good God.
Yeah, I really hate this
pretty.
guy. I really hate this guy.
He's looking at buying one.
Yeah.
You need to be his friend. You need to be his good friend. Twin Volvo Penta, 900 shaft diesel, 1800 horsepower, 31 knots estimated.
Yeah.
Although it might have the cheaper 1,000 horsepower. No, oh God, there's a 2,000 horsepower.
Yeah. I looked at him and went
32 knots.
You know, you could go from Put-in-Bay Island to Cleveland for the air show at full speed and make it back without having to refuel.
Oh God, there's a 360 view. Oh my God, this is pretty. Oh my God. Oh my God, the windows in the... Okay, so you walk in from the aft deck right into the galley. You walk forward a little bit, you got this beautiful U-shaped, and I'll bet that turns into a bed too.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah, and then you've got the 2 captain's chairs right there. Dude, the windows are unbelievable. Holy hell. All right, helm station, right, loading. Oh, they got bow and stern thrusters. Holy shit. Wait, there's a companionway that goes down to... Oh God, there's 2... What the... Holy hell, there's the V berth. And then it goes down further? Wow. Yeah, that's something I'll never see in my lifetime. All right, I'm done looking. I'm just depressed.
Are you sure now?
Thanks, Scott. I'm depressed.
Are you sure now? Because I'm going to give you the second boat he had me look at. Go to www.galleon, GALEONYACHTS.US.
That site can't be reached. Galleon Yachts. Oh, I can't spell yachts. YAU?
No, YACHTS.
YACHTS.US. GALLEON.
No, GALEON.
GALEON.
As a matter of fact, hold on. Copy. Where's my chat?
Oh, I found it. Okay.
Yeah, but
oh.
Go to that one.
It has.
Hey,
the sides drop down.
Go to the one that I just sent you in
browser. 560 Sky. Oh, that's even prettier. That's actually fairly aerodynamic. There's some huge windows. Jesus Christ. Dude, did you see the side panels that drop down?
Yeah,
Holy moly.
Now wait, that's supposed to be on this boat.
I'm at galleonyachts.us.
I don't see it.
Galleon model range. Flybridge, GTO, hardtop, and Skydeck. Oh, we need to go to the Skydeck. 560. Okay. 360 view.
Oh shit, Psycho Sid died.
What? Who's what? Who what?
Psycho Sid.
Who is Psycho Sid?
Psycho Sid is a wrestler. He was don't worry about it. But he's dead. All right, here.
This is the Galleon 560 Fly, and it has its world debut here at the Miami Boat Show. It has a similar underwater profile to the old 550, which it now replaces, but from there upwards, Tony Castro has done something totally fresh for this latest generation of Galleon Flybridge. It's got 3 cabins on board, it's twin shaft drive, it's got more glass than the Empire State Building, and more party tricks than David Blaine. Let's get on board and have a closer look. I'm Jack Haynes, welcome to Yacht Hire.
Look at this thing.
This has got the same layout as the last boat.
Let's start back here then, and I'm already noticing some nice detail, like the fact the teak just noses down over the end of the bathing platform here. You've got the 560 badge, the Galleon yachts inside the teak. It looks really classy, and the nosing extends down the steps here as well. It does set a very nice tone. Now, of course, this is a hydraulic bathing platform, drops down into the water, and you can see here you've got your steps
got an upper deck station to navigate from. Holy cow.
Here we go. Here's the balconies on the one.
For a while now, but what they've done now, and they've had this in the larger models, but now you have glass inset into the balconies. So when they're up, you have a better view out. If you're sitting in the dinette in the cockpit, you have a less broken view out over the water. But when they're down, you have this lovely effect of being able to stand hovering over the water. It works absolutely brilliantly. And of course, you've got the railings in here that you don't have to put in, but just adds an extra element of safety. You'll also notice there's a hatch here in the deck, and there's a button down there. That's so when the balconies are up, you have a boarding gate on both sides. So you can get out onto the quay side from here rather than having to go down onto the bathing platform.
Oh, yeah.
So you can complete
bar stools.
Feel.
Oh my God.
See if I can do that actually. So
look at this foredeck.
New style, this sort of shovel nose style, which gives you not only a nice flat foredeck up here, but a lot more volume in the VIP cabin below, which of course we're going to look at.
What was the other thing that he was talking to me about?
Like I couldn't tell if this had a
this right here. This is what is making him want to make the choice more towards the Galleon than the other boat.
So at the moment, the only arrangement you can have back here is the L-shaped seating with the crew cabin, which is standard. You haven't got the rotating seating option that you have in the 500 Fly as it stands. But what you do have is a seriously impressive crew space for a boat of this size. So obviously this hatch lifts up, it's all part of the transom, and then you're down a few steps and met with an amazingly spacious cabin for a boat of this size. They've got a strip of glazing here in the transom, so you've got some natural light. It's all air conditioned, so it's lovely and cool down here. There's some worktop and a sink, 2 berths, you've got a couple of bunks so you can sleep 2 crew down here, and then a separate bathroom with another washer dryer down here.
Holy
but
hell.
it genuinely is nice enough occasionally to have guests, certainly, kids, teenagers in here. It would be perfectly comfortable for them. And the other nice feature is you have direct access from here into the engine room through a watertight door. Now, as you can see, it's crouching room only in here, but they have at least not finished the floor in checker plate, so it doesn't absolutely kill your knees and feet to crawl around in here. There's a bit of carpet on top of this engine because we're at the boat show, they've stowed it here, so excuse that, but you can see how the engines look over on this side, and access to them is very good indeed. You can get over both sides. There's actually a decent amount of room over.
So he's trying to get me to help him make
to recommend a boat
between these 2 boats. And I'm like, A, I've never owned a boat that big. B, what the fuck do you want to do with it? Because a boat that size, you could actually charter.
Yeah, like what body of water are you going to mainly be on? Like, is he going to be on the ocean?
Well,
like, is this a Texas guy?
He's a Texas guy. He's going to be based out of Houston.
Do you have any major lakes that he could go on, or is he going to base it
Oh
in the
no,
ocean?
it's Gulf of Mexico.
Oh God,
Gulf of Mexico and Caribbean.
No, he could get down there. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I'm torn on both because they're both very nice boats. Neither boat is IPS, and when you get above 50 feet, I think IPS is the way to go. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, IPS drive is propulsion pods that can spin 360. So you have better control of the aft side of the boat rather than shaft drive.
Yeah, if you got bow thrusters and IPS together, you can
spin that boat on a dime.
Yeah, you could do 360 standing still right there, which on a boat that size is a really, really, really helpful.
Yeah,
because there's not a lot of berths, not a lot of places you can park that bad boy, and if you do, it's a tight squeeze. So that would be huge. Yeah.
Now, both boats have bow and stern thrusters, which makes it a hell of a lot easier to dock, especially if you have to sidestep in between 2 boats. But, damn, I love that IPS drive. But you got to get up into the 60s and 70s to actually get an IPS drive that's worth it.
Yeah, and that they're going to have a lot more technical issues, I can imagine, at this point. Having a stern thruster would be a cheaper, probably less labor intensive way of maneuvering the boat. The IPS is cool, but it's probably going to have a couple more issues.
Yeah. I don't know. When I talked to him the last time, I told him that was a great sound. I actually told him to go with the Squadron 58 over the Galleon. The Galleon, yes, you have a crew quarter that has 2 slots, so you could get a chef and an interior person, or a deckhand and a chef. If you're trying to charter, you want to have a chef.
True that. Yeah, you want to have a captain who is good at mechanicals, and then chef and everything else. Yeah.
Yeah. But
this is just for him and his guests. I mean, he really could just have an engineer and a chef at that point.
And that's why I said the Squadron 58. The fact that you could save $20 every night on docking fees because of the platform that folds in. I was like, you're not really using it for charter. You're using it for you and your girlfriends. And
it's going to open up a lot more places that you can dock as opposed to the other one.
And maybe me.
I could help out. I know how to put out fire.
All right. Do you have anything else?
No, I mean, like you said, come up with a couple suggestions, and I was like, I wanted to ask you. Oh God, my stuff's gone. There we go. So, on your cell phone.
Oh, right. Hang on.
Hang on?
Yeah, you're hanging on. You're definitely hanging on to the wrong side of life.
Hanging on.
Where the hell's my timer?
Set me free. Why don't you, babe?
Ladies and gentlemen, we got to take a little break here.
All right. We'll be back in a minute.
Some more pissed off rock.
Big Rock by Kato.
Don't ever leave me at the fucking bar by myself again. Do I have anger?
No, you don't have anger issues. No. How could you say that?
Thank you. We'll be right back.
It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock takes life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know or wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. One thing, I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I've put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this, there's only one thing you should know.
I think I beat my pants. Hold.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface, consuming, confusing. This lack of self-control I fear is never ending, controlling. I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Not a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
I felt this way before. So insecure. Crawling in my skin. These wounds, they will not heal. Fear is how I fall. Confusing what is real. Discomfort endlessly has pulled itself upon me. Distracting, reacting. Against my will, I stand beside my own reflection. It's haunting how I can't seem to find myself again. My walls are closing in.
Not a sense of confidence. I'm convinced that there's just too much pressure to take.
I felt this way before. So insecure.
I think I have a lot of anger in me.
Don't say that. I'm trying desperately to find this video and I cannot find it, but there was a YouTube video where all the rock bands got drafted a rapper. This was one of them, of course. It's like, okay, and then Linkin Park, you're getting this DJ. Oh, sweet, man.
Fuck, dude. Draft started, everyone's pissed off.
No.
And they're like,
sorry.
How'd these guys get the first pick? Well, it's random. I didn't pick it. Y'all think I love Sam. I don't love Sam enough to make him the first pick.
Yeah, fuck that guy. I'm the first pick.
No, I was second. I don't know how it happened. It's random.
Sure it is. Are you like the moderator of this?
Yes.
All right. Got stupid question for you.
Okay.
How many games and what games do you have on your phone?
Where's my phone? No games.
Really?
Yep. Truthfully, no games.
So all you do is TikTok all day.
Yeah.
None.
You
don't even do Wordle or anything like that?
No. I should start that because I know you do it. And I know you do it with me, but it would be kind of cheating for you because you're doing Wordle with everyone else.
Yeah, well, I mean, we all do it, and then we, like, later in the day, we send our results, so, you know. Oh, God, I don't even want to think about this. But you would actually like some of these games. They have a game called Hurdle, like HEAR, like you hear things. Like there's Hurdle 2000 and Hurdle 1990s and Hurdle 1980s. You get like just a second of the song, and you have to try and guess it, and then you can skip or guess, and if you're wrong, you get another moment of the song, stuff like that. I got that. I have the Wordle. I have a game called Connections, which is really kind of messed up sometimes because there's this group of 16 words. There's always a group of 4 that have something in common, and they could be something easy in common or freaking pissed off stupid in common. Like, I'll give you, for instance, fire, heat, kick, and spice. Those are chili pepper qualities. Baseball, magic, set, and tarot. What do those have in common? They're kinds of cards. Boom, crash, roar, and thunder are explosive sounds. So you have to choose 4 words that you think make sense with each other, click them, and hopefully that's the right one.
All right.
Strands is kind of like a word find game. I can't see that. I don't want to share my results. I want to see the puzzle. So it is like a word find game.
Okay.
And you find these different words and everything, but they always give you like a theme. And goddamn, sometimes that thing's a bastard. All right, I can't see my phone. There we go. I got Pokemon. I got Brain Test. I played Archer for a while, and I haven't played that in forever. But that's about it for games on my phone. So, not a single damn game, huh? Crossword, nothing.
I don't do it. When do I have time to sit? If I'm going to sit on my phone, I'm going to watch half naked women on TikTok.
You can watch full naked women on Reddit.
Oh, jeez. How the fuck do I do that?
You just get Reddit on your phone and look up stuff. It's pretty easy. All right. You want to go something a little harder?
Dude, there's a lot of people pissed off in my league.
No, what's happening? And he's reading and reading and reading.
Oh, they're pissed. I will say this though. We're almost into we're into the second round already because I limited everyone's time to 30 seconds.
Oh my God. Dude, you're a dick. I don't do sports. I know that's a dick move.
But I preloaded my entire queue. And it looks like I'm going to come up with the best wide receiver and the best quarterback.
So lack of preparation on their part.
I I mean, I'm about to come up with Tyreek Hill and Patrick Mahomes in the first 2 rounds.
Oh, good God.
I am. Oh, somebody took Patrick.
Well, that happens, man. It's a draft after all.
I'm going to go Deshaun.
Now what's going on?
I thought I was going to have Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill. I'm pissed.
Who's Patrick play for?
Patrick plays for Kansas City Chiefs. Probably the best quarterback out of them. Ooh, wait.
This is going to be a
What
long
the
podcast.
fuck?
You get boned.
I just got Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott.
Now, explain to me like I'm 5. Is that good or bad?
Well, we'll see what Deshaun does. Deshaun Watson is Cleveland Browns quarterback. Hasn't played in 8 months. Got hurt, injury.
Okay.
The guy's got an arm. Does he still have the arm after the injury? We don't know. We don't know what Deshaun is. He really hasn't played.
Kind of like a wild card for you.
Yeah, that's the wild card bet. Dak Prescott, he'll throw for 500 yards. He'll lose every game, but he'll throw for 500 yards.
It doesn't matter about the team. It matters about the player.
It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So anyways, where were we?
Well, we were talking off air, and I held up this bag of goldfish crisps. They make these like extra puffy, extra crispy goldfish crisps, and the flavors that they have are like ranch and salt and vinegar. The salt and vinegar is so good. It doesn't overpower you, doesn't burn your mouth. It is just the right amount. If you haven't seen these, you'll look for them. They're awesome. Anyway.
So I just put like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 flex players. And here's the thing about the flex players. They can either play wide receiver, they can play tight end, or they can play running back. So it's a flex player. So I just put the next top 8 flex players in there. They're already bitching about the fact that I was in the top 2.
Where?
Of which
Of which what?
I don't make the choice on the fucking draft. I'm sorry, people. I don't make the choice. It was random. I got the second pick. I'm sorry. I didn't get the first. I have nothing to do with the pick. It's random. It's ESPN. Fuck y'all. Jesus Christ, you keep eating that shit. And
But they're so tasty.
I'm getting hungry.
These Scotty Hungies.
So anyways, what else do we have going on?
All right.
You've got something else, right?
Stupid question. but you have to think about it.
Uh-huh.
What decade was best for movies, in your opinion? Now, I haven't thought about this question yet myself. Like, my knee-jerk reaction is 80s, but I don't know that that's quite there, because like all the Avengers were so good. CGI came into its own in like the 2000s. I just don't know. And there's some like 70s movies I absolutely adore.
This is hard.
Told you you're gonna have to think about that one. Like, one of my all-time favorites, Dr. Zhivago.
You know why this is hard? Because like the 70s were built for romance. I mean, you had the
Harold and Maude.
No. Like
I'm just saying, Harold and Maude was 70s.
An Officer and a Gentleman.
That was not the 70s.
Yeah, that was.
No, it was not.
Da, da, da. I swear to God it was.
1982.
Oh, okay. So the beginning of the 80s. Fuck off. The 70s were more based on love relationships than the 80s were.
I don't know, man. You had some movies like Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid. It was 70s.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is our best movies of the 70s? Apocalypse Now? Holy moly. American Graffiti. Taxi Driver. Clockwork Orange. Alien. Rocky Horror. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. There's some not like, well, then you get into, okay. Comedy wise, I'll go with that because you've got Meatballs, Animal House, The Jerk, Corvette Summer, Blazing Saddles, Bad News Bears. I don't know, man. Mad Max, holy cow.
Yeah, but then you go into the 80s and you start having a lot of action films.
Well, you've got Full Metal Jacket is an action film. St. Elmo's Fire, Lost Boys, Beetlejuice, Naked Gun, Star Wars. Well, it's Empire. Breakfast Club, Risky Business, Better Off Dead, Weekend at Bernie's, Weird Science. That it's like I say, it's something you have to think about. There may not be an answer for this. The 90s might be my guess on this, just because there's so many good CGI movies that came out in the 90s. I've got Stripes, Das Boot, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Dead Poet Society. These are all 80s movies.
Right.
E.T., Raiders of the Lost Ark, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Valley Girl. Yeah, it might be 80s for me. Roger Rabbit. Holy moly. Blue Lagoon, Flashdance, Rain Man, Blue Velvet. Oh. But in the 90s, you had Shawshank Redemption, and that might just clinch it because that is my all-time favorite movie. How's the draft going over there, buddy?
Not good.
Let me just read off a couple 90s here. Showgirls, The Fugitive, we talked about that. We had a show about that. The Crow, Edward Scissorhands, Speed, Men in Black, Maverick, Days of Thunder. Did you like Days of Thunder, Scott?
I did.
Mm-hmm. Clueless, Pulp Fiction, The Truman Show, Fight Club, Fifth Element, Schindler's List, Goodfellas, Dazed and Confused, Fargo, Jerry Maguire, Pulp Fiction. I like Maverick. It's kind of a dumb movie, but I like Maverick. Heat, Basic Instinct.
Okay, so what are you saying? What are you saying?
If I was gonna, I would have to go with 90s. Like some of my all-time favorite movies are from the 90s. American Beauty, Clueless, American Pie. It was a well-rounded decade.
I'm sorry, the 80s for me.
They're good. Don't get me wrong.
16
They're
Candles, good. Breakfast Club.
Yep.
You can't beat what you got in the 80s.
Like I say, Shawshank Redemption is a 90s one, and it just is just.
Yeah, but
that's up there. Men in Black, I watched that movie so many goddamn times. Pulp Fiction is a fucking amazing. The Truman Show, amazing film. Fight Club, The Crow.
Okay.
They're
fabulous.
You got the 80s, I got the 90s.
You know what? I love Men in Black. I'll watch the original over and over and over again.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But here's what I'll say. Out of the 90s films, I watch more 80s. I rewatch more 80s. I rewatch more 70s. Star Wars. 572 times I've watched it now.
Yeah, but the second one came out in the 80s, dude.
But the first one was better than the second one.
The second one was great, though, man. Ended on a dark note.
Good for you.
The
first one was great.
The third one's just a bunch of Muppets. Who cares?
I don't know what to tell you. It's this is a torn up
it's messed up.
controversy here. I don't know how to explain to you that you're wrong, but you're wrong.
Just from Shawshank, the 90s slightly edges out the 80s, but the 80s was amazing.
Blah, 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 blah. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I have zero outfit except for a fedora.
Yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go find an outfit, hopefully.
So you better talk to Bob Kanza and tell him I'm a 38 waist, 31 length.
This is all you, buddy.
No.
You got to source this your shit yourself.
Oh, no. Because if it's left up to me, I've already donated mine to this shit.
This is something separate. Find some tan pants.
I will
some
wear
suspenders, a white shirt, a hat. You're good to go. We'll print off some press pass things to stick in the fedora. We're good to go.
I'll wear my fedora and be a happy guy. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Hey,
we're gonna call it a night.
Yeah, done. Thanks to Papa G's, 121 in Harwood. Remember the Put in Bay race? September
17th
on?
Yep.
Remember Scott's birthday, September 19th, will be at the Real Bar.
That'll be
Come
fun.
Buy me some shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening to the Davis and Davis Show. We'll catch you later.
Have a great night. What'd you do, Ray?
I apologize from the depths of my heart and my inner penis.
Play the vamp, dummy.
All you homeowners have unique needs. Some feel the need to paint their door a vibrant shade of blue. Others have the need to decorate their bathroom with fish, anchors, and other nautical items. And because each homeowner has unique needs, Geico helps you get the right coverage for your home and what's in it. That way, you get exactly what's right for you, even if your needs are unique. Get more with Geico.